Hi students, already you have learned in the previous activity, okay, about the specific heat. Now I am going to tell you about the next activity, that is activity 7. This activity 7 will tell you about the method of mixtures or principle of method of mixtures. Okay, suppose if you have taken two beakers A and B, okay, and here if you have taken two equal masses in the case 1 or situation 1, if you take two equal masses and equal temperature, that means in one beaker at 100 ml, okay, and another beaker also 100 ml and same temperatures, when you mix them, normally what you know, heat is a form of energy that transits from a body at a higher temperature to a body at a lower temperature. When both the temperatures are same, then automatically they will be in equilibrium. So in a case 1, their masses are same, okay, and temperature is also change, okay, same here. Okay, now do you observe any change here? Normally no, because their masses are same and temperature will also same. Okay, now in a case 2, let us take okay, a mass, okay, and same masses with different temperatures. Suppose M1 is equal to M2, and the first one, or A, will have 60 degrees centigrade, and B, let us take it is 90 degrees centigrade. When you mix them, when you mix these two, okay, samples or A and B, when you combine them, then what is your observation? Normally when the masses are same and you combine them, they attain equilibrium, isn't it? The heat energy will transfer from a body at a higher temperature. So which is having higher temperature? The B is having 90 degrees and A is having 60 degrees. So automatically heat will flow from B to A. Okay, in another situation, let us take, so then automatically here you can easily understand there is a average. When you take 90 plus 60 by 2, normally the resultant temperature will be 75 degrees centigrade, okay, because their masses are same. Okay, now here in the case 3, if the masses are different and temperature is also different, suppose the A is having a mass M1 and B the mass M2. Let us take M1 is equal to 100 ml and M2 is equal to 200 ml, and the temperature T1 is 60 and temperature T2 is 90. Then you can't say directly it is 75 because their masses are different. So how can you know, how can you calculate in terms of a formula, how can you derive a formula? So let us take about the principle of method of mixtures. Okay, in the principle of method of mixtures, you will know that here if you observe here, the heat is transferred from one body to another body, from B to A. Then how much temperature it attains? Normally this when you follow the conservation laws, okay, heat neither be created nor destroyed, it transfers or it changes its forms. So here heat lost by the hot body must be equal to the heat gained by the colder body. So here which is lost by the heat is lost by which body? Beaker A, beaker B, sorry. Okay, and heat is gained by which body? It is gained by beaker A, because B temperature is more and A temperature is less. In terms of derivation, how can you measure it? Suppose let us take the initial mass. Okay, initial mass is equal to M1 and initial mass for B is M2. Okay, and the temperature, initial temperature is equal to T1 for A and T2 for B. Let us take. Okay, when you mix them, they attain what? What temperature we call them as? You call them as an equilibrium temperature, because a body at a temperature and a body at a lower temperature, it is transferred from higher body to the body at a lower temperature to attain one equilibrium temperature. Let us take that equilibrium temperature is equal to capital T. Okay, if you observe, T is greater than T1, because temperature, let us take it is a lesser quantity and heat is gained by the body, so T will be more than T1 and less than T2. So what is the change in the temperature? Already you know in the previous activity that Q is equal to Ms delta T. So how much is the heat loss or how much is the heat gain? That must be same, because how much is the heat loss must be gained by the body at a lesser temperature, isn't it? So here heat lost must be equal to the net heat gain. So what is how can you calculate the heat lost, or how can you calculate the heat gain? By using a formula Q is equal to Ms delta T. For A, let us take for A, for a body, okay, that M1, that is equal to M1 S change in the temperature for A. So what is the change in the temperature for A? It is T minus T1 is the delta T for A, okay, and let us take for B, it is Q2, or let us take Q of A and Q of B. Okay, now this is equal to M2 specific heat of water, and what is the change in the temperature, which is more here, T2 or T1? So here the temperature is T2 is more, so T2 minus T1. Okay, what the principle of method of mixers will say, when there is a change, when there is a transfer of heat from a body at a temperature to a body at a lower temperature, the heat lost must be equal, okay, and heat lost must be equal to the heat gained by the body. So what is the heat loss? Which body is going to lose the heat? B is going to lose the heat. And which is going to gain the heat? A is going to gain the heat. So these two must be equal. Let us say when you equal them, okay, then Q of B is equal to Q of A, or net heat lost must be equal to net heat gain. Then stop exercise. So B loses the heat and A gains the heat. So they attain an equilibrium temperature. So it is not T1, it is T. Okay. So here the temperature changes T2 and T. Okay. Now in the method of mixers, net heat lost is equal to net heat gain. That means these two must be equal. So let us take these two values. That is M1 S, that means specific heat of water, SW, and T minus T1 must be equal to M2 SW T2 minus T. These two are equal. What we want to calculate? We want to calculate the equilibrium temperature, that is capital T. So we have to take the subject as T. Okay, let us just multiply it. M1 SWT minus M1 SWT1 is equal to M2 SWT2 minus M2 SW capital T. Okay, just rearrange the terms. Okay, this minus terms, if it transposes, okay, it becomes plus. All that you know it very well. Okay, M1 SWT and plus M2 SWT is equal to, and if it transposes the other side, M2 SWT2 plus M1 SW T1. Okay, here if you observe clearly, specific heat of water is common in both LHS and RHS. We can take it common out and cancel it. Okay, so here T as W, when you take common out, what remains is M1 plus M2. Okay, and here also SW has to take common out, and what remains is M2 T2 plus M1 T1. Okay, so what we have to calculate? We have to calculate the equilibrium temperature, that is the capital T. SW and SW get cancelled, and T is equal to M1 T1 plus M2 T2 by M1 plus M2 is a formula to find out the equilibrium temperature, that is T is equal to M1 T1 plus M2 T2 by M1 plus M2. You must remember this formula. These formulas are very important and you have to learn these formulas. Okay, so here in the case 3, okay, already in the situation 3, you have learned that they are having two different masses and two different temperatures, and you substitute those values, then you will observe that it is not the average temperature, it will be a different one. Okay, so what the principle of method of mixtures will say, it is net heat lost is equal to net heat gained by the body. Okay, at the end we can conclude that principle of method of mixtures is equal to the net heat lost is equal to net heat lost is equal to net heat gain. Who is going to gain the heat energy? The colder body. And which is going to lose the heat energy? The hotter body. And this we call them as principle of method of mixtures. Thank you.